My motorcycle started cutting out when I was driving it, and
Yeah.
I've got a helper with me today. Got my daughter, she's helping me, and I determined that it was the switch was going bad. It was not making contact. So took it apart and found that water had gotten into it and the springs were all corroded. So they weren't pushing up on the switch components, and they were not making. And since they weren't pushing up, they weren't making good contact, and therefore the switch wasn't working. So I found ones of really similar size on McMaster Carr. So hopefully, after I put in the new springs, everything will work wonderfully. And I've also got some dielectric grease, got the Loctite version. And I put some of that in there.
That's good. Daddy.
Oh, thank you. Those are mine. I don't need to wear them now though, because it's not loud. So there. Now I've got the new springier springs in, so it should work much better. So up under here, I have the other part of the ignition switch disconnected. I didn't actually have to unwire it, but just able to pop off the other piece, and so that's up there now. And I'm gonna put some grease in it and snap it back together again, and hopefully it works.
Help me get up here. Help me get up here. Help me get up here.
I'll help you get up there.
Okay. I never crushed jumpers before.
So back in here, there's a set screw that holds the whole ignition switch together. So I gotta get that in. I can't really film very well, but to get to it you have to take off the bolts that hold the handlebars. So now everything's all floppy, but I gotta get that pushed up in and the set screw tightened to hold the switch back together again.
Why?
One thing to note is the set screw in there is just a regular slotted screw, and originally you have to dig out some putty or something that's packed into the hole. So don't try putting in an Allen key like I did. It's not going to fit. It's a slotted screw. So before I had forgotten this piece, I had dropped it, so I was missing a piece of the switch, so it didn't work so well. So I got to put it back together this time with all the pieces, and that should work a lot better. I don't have any footage of me actually getting the switch installed. It was really tricky. You needed a couple of hands, and everything's all difficult. And both kids were bugging me for a motorcycle ride. Robin started it, and then Sammy joined right in. To get the switch aligned with the key up above, I turned the switch all the way to the on position and turned the key all the way to the on position, and then everything lined up nicely. You could theoretically go all the way off, but then you're over in the fork lock area, and then you have to have the fork locked, which makes things more difficult. But overall, this repair worked wonderfully. The bike no longer cuts out. Before it cut out if you turned or hit a bump, and it was really kind of dangerous because if you try to pull out onto the road and then you hit a little bump, it cuts out, and anyways, it was really bad. but now it works great. I will put the part number of the McMaster Carr springs down in the description, just in case you happen to have an old BMW motorcycle with a similar problem. And both kids were able to get their ride up to Opa's, so they got just a short motorcycle ride, so they're both really thrilled about that.